That was kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I have not used that one before. All right. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we doing?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Good to see y'all. It is almost Halloween, isn't it? Somebody's got some feedback. I don't know who it might be, but somebody's got a little feedback. So cool. Anyway, good to see everybody. You actually can take your mics off for a couple of minutes and we could chat before we get started here. See if you have any questions. And we're waiting for Sean Kokoska himself to come on board. I don't see him yet. So we'll hold on, wait for Sean to join us. He's our special guest today. But do you guys have any questions, any wins, anything happening in your attraction world before we get started today? You can just speak up or raise your hand or whatever's good.
Yeah, I got a win. I got a gal out of St. Louis. I've been calling as people, a lot of people on the call are on our weekly, Monday through Saturday calls. And so I got another icon agent out of St. Louis coming on board. She's got a team currently of 13.
Wow.
I don't think all 13 are coming, but
good for you.
So that's exciting. And then we're doing an event. I'm flying out there in about November 17th is the date currently. And we're going to do a business planning workshop.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
That's exciting. Good for you, man. Good for you. I know
you.
Jeff's having some success and wins, and Dan is, and Dan's setting appointments like a madman. So
he is.
It's good. I'm glad to see the traction that's happening.
A
lot of times this is a belief system thing, right? A lot of times it's not necessarily the yeses or nos. It's a belief in your own 6 inches between your ears that gets you to a point to where you can start having some good conversations with people.
Yeah, it's great. I'm kind of looking through the faces here, and I would say probably at least half or more are on our weekly or our daily hour of calling.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see that kind of take off, and I know you and Jeff had made some commitments to doing that, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
So, good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me, I'm going to give Sean a call, see if I can get him on the line and see where we're at and what we're doing. All right. So give me 1 second.
I'm curious about something, Randy. I'm curious about something. I'll speak up. What was Tim Lennon going to say? Tim Lennon was going to say something.
Oh yeah. No.
I got a big win. It's in the form of, because I just lost somebody that I've been working on for a while, gave me some energy. Why do I need to lose that?
Say that again for me.
I said I got a big win in the form of I got an energy boost because I just lost somebody that I wanted and was working on, and they're moving to EXP in 2 or 3 weeks. And ouch.
With another person, yeah, that can be a motivator for sure.
It is.
Sometimes a kick in the rear end is a reminder, right?
Yep.
It's an OF moment, exactly, Simone. It's an OF moment, like Rick G, our guest a couple of weeks ago said. When you show up to an event, you're like, oh, F, somebody's there and you didn't invite them, right? Somebody that you care about. Yes, Simone. Thank you, Tim, for sharing.
I have one where I thought this agent might come onto our real estate team, but it turns out that he's not interested. He's a commercial agent, and he's flying tomorrow or tonight from Calgary to Vancouver to go to the commercial symposium.
Oh, yeah.
And he's looking to blow up his commercial realm.
That's awesome. I'm
So
excited about that.
I thought one thing, it turned out to be something else, and he's actually flying. So inviting to an event randomly. I mean, the guy's like, yeah, I'd be interested. I'll book a flight. So he booked a flight, a hotel. He paid for his own event ticket. I'm like, sweet. I'll pick you up at the airport.
I love that. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. You know, I enjoy doing this. I know the organization's now doing them 6 days a week, kind of spearheaded by Matthew and Dan, Don Yoakum, Jeff, there's some others. So I'm glad to see people plugging into that. The more you listen, the more you get to a point to where you just start building a belief system. And we've been doing this for, I don't know how long we've been doing this now, Matthew. My call, we've been doing it at least a year, right? And then as of late, we've got some just absolute powerhouses that we've interviewed, from Gene Frederick to, you name it. We've had Gene, Brent, Rich Tomasini, we had Rick Beha, we had Simone, absolutely. We've just had some real company rock stars, in the top 100 list. And so that's for you guys. That's for you guys to pull the energy from, to pull their story, to pull their style, because everybody has different styles.
Yeah.
And then weave it into your own. There is no perfect script. There's your perfect script, right? Lean on our script until you get a script that feels comfortable for you. Okay, makes sense for everybody?
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm going to give Sean another couple minutes and see if he shows up. If he doesn't, we're going to roll without him and just go about our day and have more time to get on calls and live dials. Kara, there you go. I was going to mute you. Good job. Thanks for being here. All right, what other wins? What other takeaways are you guys having?
I've had lots of great wins, just meeting with people and having the one-on-one conversations and meeting for coffee and just getting to know them a little bit better. They're my network, and just actually be able to be face-to-face with them. And then we organically just start talking about EXP. And
I love that.
Yeah, so it's been fun. They're getting close. Nothing in writing yet, but they're getting close.
Well, and it's interesting because let me just check page 2 here just to make sure. We got about 22 people in here. Sean, I don't see Sean anywhere. So Sean may not be with us today. Okay, so here in the shower, right? I'm being honest, and Kirsty and Nikita will laugh, but in the shower, I do some of my best mental work, and then I write things down either the second I get out and I'm reaching for my phone. But I had this pretty simple script that I came up with, but it was it goes like this, and it's for FLQA specifically, right? Hey, good morning, Nick. I'm looking for a partner to join my inner circle. I believe you might be a fit. Are you open to scheduling a short call and explore the opportunity and share what your involvement and benefits would look like for this position? And it's just something that I had a little inner circle dialogue about, right? We opened a new office here in Albany, Oregon. I've got room for 4 or 5 agents physically in there, more, but desk wise, I've got 5 desks that we can provide them. And so I thought about this, and I called a gal that we've been in relationship for 2 years. And I just said, her name's Shannon. And I said, hey, Shannon, I said, exactly. I'm looking for a partner to join my inner circle. I believe you might be a good fit. I know we've talked before. Are you open to scheduling a short call or time to explore the opportunity to share what your involvement and benefits would look like? She goes, hell yes. Perfect timing. I go, beautiful. When can we do it? She goes, Friday lunch. So I have a Friday appointment with her to talk about one thing, which is what her involvement would be in my inner circle, what that looks like for her. Right. And so we're not going there just to have lunch. We're not going there just to catch up. It's a very pointed, very disciplined conversation that I'm going to have a little small talk, but I'm going to get right into it. Hey, I'm excited that you're open-minded about this opportunity. She's about a 30 transaction a year agent, an icon. And she's right here in town, and she loves Realty One where she is. And it's actually a little cheaper for her to be where she's at versus EXP. They just have a little less expensive model. It catches up with them when they start doing 30, 40, 50 deals. But it's kind of a low cost model. And so when I look at that, it's, oh, somebody's not on mute. I'm gonna mute Kim and Dan just in case. So when I have that conversation with her, can I talk about the compensation plan? Is that the method of the conversation that we're going to have? Probably not. Right? That's not my offering. That's a platform. But so what's my offering?
Collaboration, possible leads, mentorship, coaching,
Exactly.
grow her business.
It's what her 5-year plan is and what I can do for it. Right? Dan and I have had a lot of these conversations lately. What do you do with the first, second, third appointment? Right? In my coaching, doesn't make it right or wrong, but in my coaching, unless they have a personality like Mark, where it's like, go for the kill, you're like a stone cold killer. I want the first call to be all about them, to the point they actually ask about me. And if they don't ask about me, I say, hey, let's set up another call so I can tell you about me. Well, I haven't really got to tell you about me yet. That allows me to have my 30-second or 2-minute story about why I got into EXP. And it could be longer, but it ties together why you're here. And then the subsequent appointment would be from the needs analysis of those 2 calls about them to find out exactly what I can do to help them, right? And if you're following my sheet, and if you don't have a copy of the new sheet that I added some things to the bottom of, let's see if I can show it there.
Yeah,
I added some things to the bottom of it. It says, how long in real estate? What are you doing really well right now? Any blind spots you're aware of? How would you rate your business on a scale of 1 to 10? I always say you can't use 7, right? It's just my little thing. What would make it a 10? And then anything, if you could, anything in your business you would change if you had a magic wand, like what's the one thing, right? And believe it or not, those questions will give you a really firm needs analysis of what they're looking at doing. And you may want to ask them, like, in 5 years, what's their perfect plan look like, right? I love, Brian just posted that in there. What's your 5-year plan? And who's helping you get there? That's usually a question. It's like a duh, they don't really have that. And so when you can get into this, just ask Nikita for it. Nikita, if you could send it to Simone, anybody that needs the sheet, just ask and we'll get it to you. And you might want to throw in your email. I think Nikita has yours, Simone, you're an insider, but if anybody wants it, just put your email in there and we'll get it to you. So any questions on that? Of course, you could expedite that conversation very quickly if you choose, right? In contrast, I had a call with an agent doing less than 5 deals. I think they were doing like 3 deals a year. And the whole call was 5 minutes. I was like, hey, you're doing 3 deals a year. Is that satisfactory for you? No. What do you want to do? I want to do at least 1 deal a month. Okay. Who do you have helping you do that now? Nobody. Okay. Is your broker capable of that? Do you have the ability to hire a coach for $1,500 a month? No. Okay. You need me, right? That's 30 seconds into the call. You need me. So now I just need to know if you're smart enough to find out if you need me or not. Nothing personal. We're friends. We'll do referrals. We'll all that. Right. And he was like, wow, I really need to think about this. I go, so do you have a problem making decisions in your business? I am being very bold with him. I'm being very, provocative, because he needs it. Truly, he needs it. And also, I don't have the time to go through 3-step process. Dan, you understand the process here, right? We're matching the calibration of the agent we're talking to. If it's a 100 deal a year person, or 1,000 deal a year person like Mark on here, if I called you with that same conversation, you'd be going, dude, who in the hell are you? And I'm hanging up the phone, right? Would that be true, Mark? Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
100%. So Mark now, because of his caliber of business level and people know him, he's just an absolute well in Canada. Mark has the ability to expedite that conversation with 20 or 30 or even 50 or 100-year transaction agents, because he has the bandwidth to do that, right? So if you have lack of business, you don't need to be something you're not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there is an advantage to be in that role. But I want you to remember this, that when you are having these conversations with agents on the first call, I want you to be in a coaching or a mentor mindset capacity, right? You've heard me say this many a times. Let's role play real quick. And Nicole, or let's do Simone. And Simone, you could be kind of standoffish. You could do wherever you want to go with it, right?
No problem. I love being standoffish.
Okay, cool. So again, I'm not going to go through the 1, 2, 3 steps. I'm going to kind of go in for a need I have, like on this inner circle thing. Ring, ring. Hey, Simone.
Hi.
Hey, Randy Byrd, real estate broker. You remember me? I'm at EXP Realty. We did a deal maybe 3 years ago.
No.
Not that big of an impression
Sorry.
left on
Yeah.
you.
No, sorry, Randy.
Well, that may be a good thing, Simone. Maybe it's a good thing that we didn't do anything to harm our relationship. So I have a quick question. I only have like 5 minutes, but do you have a couple minutes right now?
Well, I'm just actually waiting for a home inspector to show up.
Okay, awesome. So I'll handle it before he gets there. So question, and I'll actually read the script. I just did, okay? I'm looking for a partner to join my inner circle. I believe you might be a fit from what I've looked at in the MLS and the way you do business. Are you open to scheduling a short call to explore the opportunity and let me share what your involvement and benefits would look like?
Well, Randy, I appreciate that, but no, because I'm not interested in a partner. I like being solo.
Yeah, no, I said partnered, not partner.
Oh, partner.
There's a difference, Simone. What I mean is I want to collaborate. I want to work together with you. 2 heads are better than one, not partner and share money.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, can you just email me what you have and then I'll take a look at it and get back to you?
I cannot. I'm not that formalized. I have something exciting, enthusiastically to share with you, but when would you have 15, 20 minutes? I could do that with you.
Well, I'm actually heading out, going away for a couple weeks. Maybe I can squeeze in 15 minutes at some point. Probably after would be better. So that would be after the 27th.
Totally fine with that. I respect that. Where are you going on vacation?
Going to Cabo and then actually a week in Maya. So
How
probably
fun.
and the 27th of November. Okay.
How fun. So let's push it out a little bit so you can get situated again, because this is a big opportunity in my mind. So I want you to be on your full game.
Yeah. And can you remind me exactly what is this about?
Well, again, I respect you only have a couple minutes. I only have a couple minutes, but it's about an alignment, inner circle partnership with me. And I'd go my 30-second story now, right? I'd say, hey, I have 1,000 agents now internationally. I have this, I do a coaching program, but it's none of that for you. I'm trying to find somebody that I can align with that wants to do better, wants to do bigger things. Does that sound like you before we hang up?
Well, yeah, of course. I always increase 20% each year.
And was that your goal, 20?
Yeah, always 20.
Okay, well, that's a good steady goal. My clients look for 50 or 100% growth. That's just the clients I work with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Have a good vacation. Let's get you on the calendar with a hard date. What's a hard date you feel confident you could be on the call on?
I could do the 28th at 7 a.m.
Okay, pause. Okay, so that's the appointment scheduling portion of this conversation, right? And I want to be evasive, not to give her everything that she wants, because we've got to create that little bit of curiosity. But you see how the temperament is, I'm looking for people looking for me. And if they give me any resistance, like I don't like EXP, and hey, Simone, sounds like it's just not a good fit for you. You know, I'm glad you didn't waste my time. I don't want to waste yours. I'll stay in touch with you gently for referrals and everything else. You mind if I stay in touch every month or two?
Yeah, no problem. Randy, I liked how quickly you spoke. Because
Well,
if someone's more standoffish, it's important to speed up the tempo.
Yeah, and you want to mirror and match. I want everybody to understand that, but I am what I am, and it's hard for me to mirror and match. When I talk to a little old lady at a listing, I struggle. I really have to struggle and slow down. But the reality is, you know, I'm looking at like I don't want to waste your time. And it's okay to even say, Nicole, I'm gonna kind of blow you away, because 2 minutes, I'm gonna pack 10 minutes worth of information in 2 minutes, and I speak fast. But it's because I value you and your time, right? You're on the phone with me. I value that. right? And so any questions on that? Any helpful tips, any takeaways, any ahas? What's worst case scenario with what I just did?
They say no. I liked it.
Wow. We don't want that, do we? You know, the reality is we do have limited hours, and we have limited minutes that we could be in a live conversation on the phone. We all have businesses to run. So if we laser focus on making our list every day, like I talk about on my app, being prepared for the calls, and all you're doing is focusing on connecting with those 10 people a day. This could easily be done, and we're teaching this in my boot camp right now. This could easily be done in Facebook as well, because right now on Facebook, I have about 500 people active with the little green light next to their face. So about 500 people are actively on Facebook, meaning that it's open on their phone or their computer. So that's the same conversation. Simone, do you have just one quick minute for a question? I did this live the other day in our boot camp, and it was actually very successful. I had, I think, 4 or 5 conversations by the end of a 5 or 6 minute session. Okay. Helpful? All right, good. A lot of nodding heads. All right. No Sean today. We're going to have to reschedule him. We had a wonky trying to get him scheduled. He was putting us with his people's people and her person's people and all this stuff. So it was a little wonky, but I'm a big fan of Sean. He's a great guy. I've done a podcast with Sean. He's built a nice, massive organization from his influence, and we'll get him back on the show. But for now, I'm going to transition to my daily calls. I've been doing them on the patio as of late. It's colder and snot this morning, not like Canada cold, not like Mark and Simone cold, but it's cold. It's 40. But it's going to take me about 5 minutes to get out there with my laptop. You guys get a cup of coffee, whatever you got to do, wrap things up. But I'm going to get back and we'll start the live dials in about 5-6 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to pause this and take the camera off because I'm going to be on my laptop on the patio and got my stogie and my water, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay. I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm going to pause the record. Let me see. Nikita, I think when I come on, your co-host, make me co-host on my other channel, please, Nikita. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be right back.
My calendar and Dawn's.
All right, cool. All right, awesome. Let me go headset. Oh, Crystal, I see you in here. Crystal, turn your camera on for a minute. I'm gonna put my headphones in, see if it switches over.
I had early morning this morning, so I was like,
I want to see your
I haven't
early
had a
morning
coffee
hair.
yet.
I'm kidding. It was your birthday yesterday, and I was in meetings all day and forgot to send you a happy birthday. So we're all
Oh,
going to sing happy birthday. Just
Thank you,
kidding.
thank
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
29 looks good, girl.
I'm 21 forever, not 29.
Oh, sorry, I aged you. 21 forever. I love it. Thank you for being here. All right, cool. All right, Simone, you ready to run the show today?
Well, are you going somewhere or what?
Just kidding. No, I'm good to go. Okay, I've got I'm going to share my CRM Grow. I'm on my laptop, so it's a little wonky. I can't see you when I'm sharing. So in between calls, or I can see the chat, just reach out if you want to say something, do something, anything. I'm going to stop the recording.